Hello everybody, this is GamePro24X, and we are going to solo the Forsaken Ruins for the rescue event in Metal Gear Survive. So there's really nothing different with my loadout, it's just the way how I place certain things. Now I messed up on the recording and there is no game audio at all, but I hope you guys will like some Metal Gear Solid 2 music in the background. So once you land, go ahead and just place 2 oil traps right here. You can kind of shift the second one in a different angle, just so long as you have 2 right there. Then you're going to use 1 air cannon and place it right here. After that, go fight the boss. After you kill the boss, go ahead and clean up any stragglers that happen to be around the area, or possibly in the path as well. You'll be getting all that ammo back shortly. Be sure to clear this Iris side op and stock up on some ammo, and head on over to the middle drill to start the whole thing. So we're going to actually go to the left side of the area where there's a big ramp, and that's going to be our main path of getting up to the drill, because that happens to be an area that is full of lots of trees and obstacles that you can easily weave around and break up groups pretty easily. So for the most part, you want to follow the blue line, but after you get to the 2 wooden cages, you want to then deviate to the left side of the map. Be sure to kill any wanderers that might be lurking behind you, especially the armoreds, because I usually find that they're the ones who usually ruin everything. But after you get out of that initial area, go ahead and put down some decoys. I would highly advise against holding down the aim to move faster, because you're going to want to have to pay attention to all the enemies that are around you. And when you aim your gun, you practically have tunnel vision. And there have been many times where I've been grabbed, I've been slapped, and it could have been easily prevented had I been able to see the person and actually weave my way around them. But you want to just pay attention, listen for your decoys. I know you can't do that in this video, but you want to listen to the decoys being popped and toss down another one. That way the group can stay as far back as possible. When you get to this ramp here, just kill the mobs that do show up here. It'll just make things a lot easier. Now be sure you're aiming your gun while you're placing this guy on the oil trap, or else you will slip and you will drop the guy. After you place him down, get out of there and complete the side ops and get ready to go again. If you can manage it, try to grab 1 ammo box, but if you can't, just forget about it. The most important thing you want to do is complete the Iris Energy side ops first, then get ammo. So since you'll most likely get another ammo box if you're already full at this point, you can go ahead and clear out some of the mobs that are going to be in the path up ahead. It just makes things a little bit easier, but you don't necessarily have to, but I would advise doing that if you just want to make things slightly better for yourself. Alright, after completing the Iris side up, go ahead and head to the top drill on the map. And if you're lucky, this will be your last rescue, because you will have enough energy at the very end of it to just leave. So you're going to do the same exact thing that we did the first time around. Once you get out in the open, just start tossing down some decoys and just be mindful of all the mobs that are around you, because trust me, a lot of them will sneak up on you without you really even knowing it. And again, because I'm not aiming down sights, I can mainly focus on everything that's around me and also pay attention to the map as well. You want to try to weave your way in and out of these trees and such, and just other obstacles, and whenever you see one trying to lunge at you, you would most likely have some sprint left to at least maneuver around them. But yeah, see, I almost got grabbed there, so you just want to try to kill as many of them as possible if they're near you. So at this point, this is where you're going to actually start encountering some mortars. So you want to be careful coming up here, because there's many times when I've gone to the very top of this ramp and there was a mortar bomb right there and it blew up instantly, and I just ended up dropping the guy because the second I spot it, it blows up, and it's really annoying. So you'd want to really, listen in and make sure you got whatever's there, or at least approach that ramp as carefully as possible. You're gonna drop the guy here, let him get beat up, because it doesn't matter at this point. So long as you got the first guy at full health, or at least on 4 health bars at least, you will be able to make it. There are times when you can complete this when you have 3 bars of health left on both survivors. It just really depends if you got the 10k side ops or not. So that plays a huge role, but again, if you want to minimize that as much as possible, try to make sure you put down those traps and pray that you get, or pray that he never gets touched on the first time, the first survivor doesn't get touched. But usually after they beat him up, you'll get like around 75,000 Iris. So clearly we have more than enough, so I'm just heading back because I know I'll go over the 300k mark. And there you go, you just leave and you're done. Of course, you will not earn as much battle points as if you were to complete it with all 3 people, but I think a lot of you don't care. You guys just want some gear and you want some Kuban energy. Overall, the Forsaken Ruins map, it can be a little intimidating and it can be a little challenging at first, but once you kind of memorize the path, I found myself actually completing many missions in a row. It doesn't happen, it's not as fast as like the Fallen Village, but you can still solo it or you can still 2-man it, no problem. So that's going to be about it for this guide, this solo guide. I hope it helped a lot of you guys out, and I hope you guys can grind out for the last of your items. I know I'm trying to do that, and just bank on more Kuban and more epic gear as well. But there's only 1 week left in this event, so I would say for anyone who had missed out the first week, definitely try to take advantage of it now, because you get so much gear, you get so much Kuban, it's ridiculous. I'll definitely stream this event over the weekend as well, so if anyone wants to hop in and like bank on that, you just let me know, and I'll probably just bring you on in during the stream. So yeah, this is GamePro24X, and I'll see you guys later.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.